And when I look at Oklahoma City, they've gotten off to a terrific start this year. We knew they were capable of playing terrific basketball, and so far, they have not disappointed.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. The forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low. And for Oklahoma City, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Dort misses. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against Indiana. Siakam outside. Outside Turner. Pass to Nesmith. 6 on the shot clock. And he lays it straight in.
Well, yet another selfless play from Miles Turner. Pretty pass to his teammate.
And here are the Thunder now. And what an entertaining group this team has been this season. These guys don't just win. They win big.
Yeah, their margin of victory for the season is over 12 points a game. That means some nights they're winning by 20, 30, or more. And the key is they're doing it with consistency. These guys will not take their feet off the gas. And that's part of what makes them so fun to watch.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
George, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation, and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
And here is Turner after the three-pointer from Chet Holmgren. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
Here's Hartenstein. The Pacers making the shot. A stupendous finish in traffic. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
Let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Pass to Turner. Siakam with it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
And that one misses. This season has been full of surprises, Greg. What's surprising you most about the NBA right now?
Kevin, the game evolves constantly. I mean, the increased speed of the league, a lot more scoring. If your eyes aren't glued to the action, you might miss it.
And he's good on the second. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Now, here's George. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pacers trail by 5. Pass to Nembhard. Indiana moving the ball around. Neesmith, the pass to Siakam. Here's Nembhard. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 13-3 run. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Dagnall. I asked him about the challenge of facing Miles Turner, and he said this guy is a problem for our offense. Miles is an incredible shot blocker. You have to know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, we don't normally hear a coach talk about somebody's defense first, but Turner is that guy. Fellas?
All right, David, thanks. So it's the Thunder now, following the miss by Miles Turner. Here's Williams. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Neesmith. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Now, here's George. And that one, good. George got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Turner. Driving the lane. Yep, it counts.
Well, this is where Miles Turner's versatility is important, right? This is an athletic big man who is excellent at penetrating inside. What a bind he puts defenders in.
Here's Nembhard. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for George. That free throw, good from Nembhard. And the Pacers, Doris, last season trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And, Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a 2-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
And the shot is good. Nembhard's got 7 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
From the arc. And it's Wiggins missing. Here's Nembhard. The second effort. And he sinks the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. T.J. McConnell is out there with Halliburton. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. Then there's Toppin. And it's Walker in at the power forward position. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
He hits the second from the line. Pacers trail by 4. Now McConnell. 11 points last game. Pass to Mathurin. Caruso grabs the miss.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Wallace. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Pacers shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. McConnell passes to Halliburton. Back to McConnell. Indiana moving it around. And the call will go against Aaron Wiggins. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Offensive rebound. Halliburton outside. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Halliburton's got 6 points.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
It took some time, DB, but it's starting to come together, it seems, for Obi Toppin.
Kevin, the athleticism has always been there for Obi. I think the question was, how could he help his team beyond being a vertical threat at the rim? He now is in the perfect spot. He play with pace. He's starting to be able to put it on the deck, and now he's got to improve his defense.
Mathurin, and he hits the jump shot.
One thing you have to love is Benedict Mathurin's confidence. I don't care where he is on the floor, this guy will rise and fire.
Here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
McConnell finds Halliburton. The kick out to Walker. Lets it go from deep. And the Pacers another 3.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
A bad attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Halliburton against Wallace. Pocket 6. Snatched up. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Wallace looking for an opening. Williams in the post. Toppin covering. Williams can't hit.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. That doesn't go either for Halliburton.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Caruso kicks to Wiggins. Buries the long-range jumper. Wiggins has got 5.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And it's Dort in for Case and Wallace. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Halliburton. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Here's Hartenstein. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pacers trail by 7. Nembhard with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
Caruso against Siakam. Outside Williams. Outside Dort. A three-pointer is right on target. Dort's got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder.
You can see the work Lou Dort has put in to make himself a threat from 3. That's a pretty-looking shot right there.
To Nembhard. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Holmgren. It's rebounded by Indiana. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
You know, there's a balance between that aggression and overdoing it. You can't reach in. These are things officials are looking to call.
A nice shot by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Nembhard, the pass to Mathurin. To the middle. Here's Siakam. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Holmgren.
Yeah, this guy does such a tremendous job creating contact. Pascal Siakam, give him the up fake and draw the foul.
And the first one drops.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 9 seconds left to play here in the half. Joe passes to Hartenstein. That 3 off the mark. And we've reached halftime in this one. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
When you talk about Jalen Williams, Doris, is it fair to say this guy has superstar-level potential?
Without a doubt, Kevin. Jalen Williams is a 3-level scorer. He's fearless in the clutch. He has the hunger to keep improving, and he can be a lockdown defender. He's got all the tools to reach the level you're talking about. But we're talking about a guard who's got some bounce. Tyrese Halliburton with the hops.
Williams in the post. Nesmith covering. The shot by Williams, no good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Halliburton. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder leading by 7. And it's Halliburton penetrating, and Halliburton slams it in.
Yeah, that's Halliburton's handle, getting by defenders to the spot and then finish with authority.
To the wing on the left. Holmgren against Siakam. Holmgren in the post. He gets it in there. Holmgren's got 5.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Got a piece of it. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Dort kicks to Holmgren. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's a 10-point Oklahoma City lead. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Nembhard the pass to Halliburton. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Halliburton's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Siakam outside. And finished off by Siakam.
You have to love the aggression right there. He's got the vertical, might as well put it to good use.
And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Count the basket.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
Pacers trail by 9. Siakam outside. Halliburton outside. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it falls over the rim and in. Halliburton's got 9 points here in the second half. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Shoots over Turner. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Now, here's Nesmith. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And a wide open look for Siakam. No good on the 3. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Turner. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Obi Toppin's checked in for Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. A shot by McConnell, no good. The Thunder leading by 7. Williams kicks to Wallace. Back to Williams. Pass to Wallace. Outside Williams. 6 to shoot. The Pacers pull it in. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And it's Mathurin missing.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Basket counts. And now it's a 9-point Thunder lead. The Pacers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Shepard. And finished off by Shepard.
Well, brought up in an unselfish system, Pascal Siakam takes great pride keeping his teammates involved.
Wallace outside. Higgins outside. Fires from deep. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Siakam's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Shepard missing. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And a look at the five for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Toppin. Then it's Walker. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot. Pass to Chang. Shoots over Toppin. It's rebounded by Indiana. Toppin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Halliburton for 3. Rebound by Chang.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Wiggins passes to Chang. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Tapping a screen on Wallace. Halliburton for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Halliburton's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for Indiana. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Off target at the rim. Pacers trail by 3. Outside Mathurin. Pass to McConnell. Toppin with it. On the wing, Mathurin. Wallace covering. And Walker kicks to McConnell. Just 2 to shoot. That misses, and a chance to tie it there. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Caruso finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Wallace against Halliburton. Poked away. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Chang, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good for 2. And now a 7-point Thunder lead.
We all know that SGA is very capable of averaging 30 for a season. Tonight's exploit should come as no surprise.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Jack. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Aaron Nesmith is checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. It's Williams, high post. Siakam's there. And the 3-ball is good. Dort's got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here. What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Pass to Williams. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Dort with the bounce pass. And the slam by Williams.
Oh, J-Dub rising to the rim. We see you, Mr. Williams.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. Trailing by 10. Got that one up quick. Halliburton's got 9 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
2 minutes.
Pass to Hartenstein. Outside Williams. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Nesmith with the ball. Williams picks him up. Neesmith, the pass to Siakam. And a miss there on the triple. The Thunder leading by 7. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Here's Halliburton. .121 left here in the fourth quarter. Off target with his 3. The Thunder have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Count that bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 in the second half.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Halliburton passes to Neesmith. Launches a 3. Indiana again missing.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First team foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Oklahoma City.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Now, Neesmith, and the layup's good off the glass. There's 47 seconds left in the game. Holmgren in the post. Siakam's there. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Halliburton. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Here's Williams. Holmgren gets the bucket. And now it's a 12-point Thunder lead.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olson, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.